Hi again, everyone. Today's episode, we're going to be doing another face-off comparison between two diamond cuts, popular ones that are fancy shaped diamonds. They are oval versus cushion cut. These are definitely the two most popular shapes right now. Cushions have been hot for almost a decade now, even longer, but oval diamonds in particular have really risen in popularity over the past couple of years. Really, these diamonds don't have too many similarities in terms of their overall appearance, but they do both have a rounded edges to it that gives them a nice, delicate look. Also, they really work well with a lot of our custom designs. So here we'll just go to the chart and just show you. So that's an example of an oval, and that's a cushion. Obviously, cushion comes in some different shapes. Also, if you've been following us on Instagram or our website, you'll notice that these are the two most popular shapes that we get requested for in our custom designs or our stock range. So in this video, we're going to start to break them down in a little more detail so you guys can get a better understanding, better feel for everything, and hopefully it'll educate you if you're interested in one of these shapes for a custom ring. So first we'll start with oval diamonds. Over here, we have a nice layout of 1 to 2.5 carats with different sizes in between, just so you can get an idea of the scale of going up from 1 to 2 carats or 1 to 3 carats, 3 to 2.5. Now it always depends on how it's cut, but ovals were once an afterthought. People didn't really go for them for maybe a couple of decades. They went out of style, but over the past 5-6 years, people really fell in love with it because it does have a large face-up appearance to it. They're a brilliant cut also, so they have a nice amount of sparkle. And one other thing to keep in mind is that there is no cut grade on these kind of diamonds, so you kind of have to look at it in person to get a better idea of how it's going to face up. So that's where we come into play at Lauren B. We have loose diamond videos that we show to each customer. We show you a selection of diamonds side by side so you can make a decision like that. Now, just to get into a little bit more detail about ovals, let's talk about the length to width ratio, because that's a very important thing to consider. So what you can have is a wider stone versus a longer oval. So I'm going to bring out a wider 2-carat oval diamond right here. This is 2 carats. Length to width ratio on this one is approximately going to be 1.3 to 1, which is on the wider side. Now, for something longer, I'm going to bring in another one into play. This is probably more around 1.42 to 1, or a ratio like that. So you'll see they both weigh 2 carats. This one is wider and this one is longer. It really comes down to a matter of preference, but speaking from our point of view and what our customers do ask for, they do like the little bit longer ones. Not too long, of course, it starts to look like a marquee shape, but they like the longer ones because it does fill out more on the finger. So this is a really good comparison. Both are very good quality. I think they're both F color, VS clarity. And you'll see this one does look a little bit larger, so when you do set it into a ring, the longer diamond is going to fill out more on the hand. It might have a little bit less sparkle concentrated, but it'll have more of an even spread to it. So really a matter of choice right there. One is not really much more expensive than the other. Just depends on your preference. Now let's just go over to the GIA chart very quickly, if you don't mind. And we're just going to talk about other quality characteristics to look for in an oval diamond. So color is actually more important than clarity when it comes to an oval diamond, because there's more surface area. So the more surface area, the more visible the color becomes. So we recommend I and above. J maybe here and there, but not highly recommended. So I or better, and even higher if you want to go that. But we find that I color with a nice cut can actually look very nice face up. Let me give you an example right here that I have prepared. So that's an eye color SI1. Now, not all eye colors are the same. Some will look darker than others. The ones that we pick, we try to pick ones that have no yellowish or a dark brownish tone to it. So ovals, eye color above, and then back to the chart. For clarity, we recommend, as with many other shapes, you can go to SI2, but again, it's on a case-by-case basis. And if you want to stay on the safe side, you can go up to an SI1. But I just want to show you an example here that I prepared. This is a 1.7 carat H color Si2 clarity diamond, very clean to the eye. No visible inclusions for sure. So that's a very nice stone. So remember, color is more important than clarity in oval diamond, but again, it's on a case-by-case basis. You can't just say, oh, I'll get an Si2 with a G color, because in that instance, it might be a bad Si2, and you will see the inclusion with the naked eye. So you really want to have a visual basis to go off on each stone, and that's where you cannot really just base your idea on the certificate. But this is a good example of a nice Si2 clarity diamond. Okay, so let's move along. We're going to now talk about some cushion cut diamonds. And we're going to start here again. I'm just going to move this over. Cushion cuts are a little bit trickier than oval diamonds. They're both, not so easy to pick, to be honest, unless you're an expert or if you do a lot of research and you see them in person, of course. But here's a nice lineup of 1 to 3 carats actually. We didn't put it on there, but this actually goes up to 3 carats. So 1, 1.5, 1.7, 2, 2.5, and 3. And now cushion cut diamonds, they come in square and rectangular shapes, and there's even more classifications to consider. So when it comes to a cushion, there's what we call the crushed ice look, which is going to give you more of a watery kind of sparkle, as opposed to the cushion brilliant style diamond, which is what we focus on here. So all of these are cushion brilliant style. They're much more scarce. They're not as easily found. There is a premium for these diamonds, and as with oval diamonds, there is no cut grade on these kind of stones. So cushion cut brilliant, I'm going to bring out an example right now for you to look at. I'm going to pick the biggest one because it'll be easiest to see. So let's just try to get very clear. This is a cushion brilliant style. You'll see the facets are very distinct. This is a 3-carat diamond. And all it means is the way it's faceted underneath. So this kind of diamond underneath, it's going to have much sharper faceting. It's going to have less pavilion facets also. So it's also going to give you more of a face-up look to it. So not only are you going to get a better sparkle, you're also going to get a bigger surface area, a bigger spread. This is why these diamonds are more expensive, and in my opinion, it's worth every penny. So, and now let me show you now compared to a same carat diamond. So remember, this one in my hand is a cushion brilliant style, and then I'm going to pull out a more of a modified brilliant look. This also weighs 3 carat. This is more of a crushed ice look. We've went over this many times on our Instagram, but you'll see how clear this one on my right hand and on your left if you're watching on the screen. You look at the difference. Not only does the cushion brilliant look larger, it also has much more distinct faceting on it, so it will give you bigger sparkle. So let me just twirl them around. You'll see the crushed ice, some people actually do like it. It has like more of a glittery effect, while the cushion brilliant does have just bigger flashes of light coming out of it. And I'm sure you can see that at home. So these are both the same weight, and this looks much larger. So that is the reason you are going to pay more for this kind of diamond, but again, you get what you pay for. Next, comparison. So now that we got the faceting down on this kind of diamond, let's talk about the length to width ratio. So just like ovals, they do come in different varieties of shape. I'm going to give you an example of a 1.8 carat square cushion, which is this one, and I'm going to compare it to the same size and elongated. Now this really comes down to a matter of preference. These are actually both brilliant cuts. You'll see the elongated one, as we always mentioned before, an elongated stone does sometimes tend to appear larger than a more square one, but vice versa, a square diamond is going to have more sparkle on it because it's more concentrated from the center. So anytime something is more compact, it's going to have more sparkle. So square, elongated, both are 1.8 carat, both are brilliant cut diamonds. As you can see.
Don't check it too much.
So for this ratio on the elongated one is probably 1.13 to 1. The square one is 1 to 1. Nice. Shh. Just 1 minute, please. Can't concentrate. Now let's just talk about the quality for a minute. Let's just go back to the chart for cushion cut diamonds. What we recommend is similar to an oval. We do recommend that on a cushion brilliant you can go down to J color and not have an issue with it. As opposed to an oval diamond, when you go down to a J, you will start to noticeably see the color on it. For clarity, it's the same idea. You can go to SI2, but maybe for a cushion cut, an SI1 is a little bit of a safer bet because it's a little bit it's not as good as an oval at hiding occlusion. So I'm just going to bring out one example for color. This is a J color cushion, brilliant. And because of the way the facets are in this kind of diamond, it's very hard to kind of pick up the color. So the difference between an H and a J would not be as noticeable as with any other shape like an oval. So you can't get away with a lower color if the diamond is well cut. So I think we kind of had a good overview about cushions, the brilliant style versus the crushed ice. We went over the elongated versus square. We gave you some quality aspects to consider. Right, so now let's do a side-by-side comparison. We're going to do two sets. These are 2.5 carat diamonds, cushion oval. We included a round with each one because, as we always say, that is the standard for the industry. So you can always get an idea for how it looks. And one thing you'll notice right away is actually the oval does appear a little bit larger than the round, which a lot of people always think round is the largest looking cut. Not true. Actually, oval diamond does appear a little bit larger. Now, there's no confusing the other two shapes. Oval, you'll see it with its dimensions. Like this is 2.5 carat. It's probably 10.5 by 7.5 millimeters. This is a square 2.5 cushion. This is probably around 8 millimeters by 8 millimeters. And for the 3 carat, this is actually a very spready oval. This is probably 12 by 8.5, 3 carat. And then this is a cushion cut 9 by 8, 3 carat. So you'll see right away the oval does appear larger. And then if I move them around a little bit, you'll see the sparkle probably a little bit stronger from the cushion cut because it's a little bit more concentrated and not as spread out as the other two appearance. So let me just do one. I'm going to pick up one set of each one so you can just really see in the camera. I'll do the 2.5 because maybe that's a better idea. So here we go, that's cushion cut, 2.5 carat square versus an oval. You know, probably a normal ratio oval diamond at 2.5 carats. So you'll see right away, I mean, you're gonna get bigger appearance from the oval, but let me just twirl them a little bit. But the cushion's gonna have a bit more fire from it, a little more sparkle coming from the same spot, and more brilliance. Very nice. So I'm going to just bring the round diamond into play, the 2.5 carat. I'm not going to go with the 3 carats as well because it's going to look pretty similar. I'm going to compare them to each shape. We'll do a 3. We'll put the round in the middle and we'll really get a good look. These are all really top cut diamonds. The oval has the beautiful proportions, as does the cushion, and the round diamond is an excellent cut, grade certified GIA. So really, I mean, which one do you like for your ring? That's really up to you. It's a matter of preference. If you want something that, if you like the round diamond and perhaps you wanted to change up the shape a little, maybe go for the cushion. If you want something that's going to give you a little bit more of a dramatic look on the finger, a little bit more unique, I would say an oval diamond. It might be the option for you, but again, you have to come and try them on. And that's how we're going to get into the next part of this story. We're going to do some ring comparisons of these shapes, and this will really help you get a better understanding of how they look with our most popular custom designs. Okay, so now on to the part everybody's waiting for. We're going to look at some beautiful rings. We have about 60 or 70 of oval and cushion cut rings in stock, so today we're going to narrow it down to maybe 15 or 20 of the top ones and try to compare similar styles between the two different shapes. So we'll bring in our hand model for this, and we're going to start going from your right to left. And we're going to start with solitaire designs. We're going to go with the most simple. This is an oval. Hold on one second. This is model number SOR 15742. Most of these should be on the website by the time this airs. Again, with all of our designs, we always add a little peekaboo effect underneath. Some pave diamonds. This is a 1.5 carat center. And a very nice cathedral band. Let's try it on the hand to get an idea.
Left hand.
So there we go, 1.5 carat oval diamond, solitaire setting. Price range for something like this is going to be around here, more or less. I think it's a G color, Si2 clarity. Again, we said Si2 is good, but on a case-by-case basis, when we buy diamonds for our stock, we put a lot of research into it. We don't just buy based on price. We make sure it's eye clean, sparkly, no haziness to it. So this is a perfect example of an Si2 that looks very nice in the setting. Now, I'm going to bring two at a time for this one since it's just a solitaire. I'm going to bring out a solitaire cushion cut. This is a square cushion, again 1.5 carats, so they're actually the same size. Settings are completely different. This is a solitaire as well, but it's a yellow gold band. It's completely plain, there's no diamonds on it. And this is an H color VS2 clarity. So you kind of see how we play with the factors here. For an oval diamond, we can go down in the clarity, and for a cushion cut, we like to keep a higher clarity. We can go down in the color a little bit, especially for this square cushion brilliant style center diamond. So I mean, solitaires are definitely not our bread and butter designs, but we do have a lot of them for people to try on. We can custom make it, add some extra detail to it. But if you really want a very simple, classic look, these are, you know, something to consider for your engagement ring. Okay, so next up we're going to go to our definitely most popular style, which is the floating pave look, very delicate bands. This one is a 2.3 cushion, elongated center stone in platinum. And I'm just going to move it to the side a little bit so you can see the underneath. This is our prong to prong pave wrap with diamonds going up the stems and across the basket. So really very nicely detailed micro pave set diamonds there, and from the top you cannot see it. It's a very subtle detail, and this is one of our more popular styles right now. It's trending up the charts very fast, and this is model number SOR 16171. I believe it's around this price range. The center stone is a very fine quality. It's a D color VS2, and it has a very nice dimensions to it, well spread out, so it actually looks a little bit larger than its size. This is a really, really nice ring. We've custom made it many times in the past few months, and we expect to continue to do so. And just to compare it, this one we just put on our website yesterday. This is the same exact idea of ring. Just wait. I'm going to start from the underneath. It has the same detailing on the underside and on the basket. The only difference here is we have it in two-tone with the rose band, and we have a oval diamond in the center. So this is just kind of goes to the idea that any ring that you see on our website can be custom made for any shape. So we saw it in all platinum with a cushion, and we saw it here two-tone with an oval. So you can change the metal color or the size of the center diamond. This is a 3-carat center, G color Si1, and this is going to top out over $30,000 for the whole ring. You can inquire directly to us to get the exact pricing and details on either the center diamond or the setting. Really pretty. These are based on RS-275. If you look at it on our website, it's the same exact style. That's where these styles were inspired by. So let's move on to the next pave design. Now this is probably still our most popular, most asked for. It's based on RS-63. This is the one with the full wrap of diamonds underneath. I'm going to show it to you with a 1.76 carat cushion. I'll start with the profile of the ring. You'll see the difference on this one. The pave wraps over the prongs as opposed to underneath it on the previous example. And so over the prongs, so it's a full circle of diamonds. And on the center we have a cushion cut 1.76 carat. I'm going to do it side by side in my hand with an oval, and then we'll put them both on the hand at the same time because this is a good comparison. They're exactly the same style ring. This is an oval 2 carat, model number SOR 15883. This is a G color, this is a J color. I mean, you might see a little bit of difference in color when you go 3 grades, so the G obviously will look a little bit more colorless, but when you take them apart, it's hard to notice the difference. Let's just try these on the same finger perhaps, so you can really see a difference between the two. So again, cushion, this is all based on RS-63, that's the original model number of these, but if you look up these new numbers, these are in stock on the website. And again, you can custom order them with any size diamond that you like or any shape. It doesn't have to be cushion or oval. Well, we're going to move on to some 3-stone designs with a little bit of extra flair on them, some extra detailing. This is model number VNR1282. This is oval with ovals. Quite a unique design. And then if you check it underneath, it's from the invisible gallery style. There's nothing here just going across. There's no gallery. It's completely open. So really nice, unique look to it. Each diamond is wrapped with pave underneath it. And it's a 1.3 carat oval center stone. And then, you want to just try this one on, and I'll talk about the other one. This kind of ring is going to be around this price range. It's a pretty complicated setting to make. The side diamonds are quite large. And then we can compare it with this one. This is a big one. This is a 3 carat cushion. Similar idea. 3 of the same diamond cuts, cushion with cushions, and each diamond is wrapped with pave underneath, and it's done in 2 tones. So really you're adding a lot of extra moving parts to this ring to make it unique. That's a 3 carat center. This kind of ring is going to go over the $30,000 price range. Of course, we've made it with moissanite before, actually, for a fraction of that price, and it looks just as beautiful. So always something to consider. If you like a style, we can custom make it also with different type of center stone as well. So remember, that's a 3 carat, that's a 1.3 carat. Both have matching style side stones, and both have a very delicate band for a floating look. Next up, we're going to do classic 3-stone ring. These are some big ones. These are not on the website yet. These are available in store by appointment only. First, we're going to give you this really gorgeous 5 carat plus cushion brilliant center with some step cut trapezoid side stones. Is it clear? This is a really big look on the hand. This is a large center stone, a lot of sparkle coming from it. Let me just clean it. Some fingerprints get on these very easily. Look at that. That's a really gorgeous center stone. It's a square cushion. Has a brilliant faceting, so that's why we can pair it with those kind of step cut side stones, because they kind of go well together. Sometimes you'll see the brilliant cut side stones, but in this case this actually flows together perfectly. And of course this kind of ring is going to be well over the maximum price range that we put out. It's probably close to 80 or 100,000. I have to double check exactly. And then we'll do one oval 3-stone classic ring. Classic in the sense that there's no pave diamonds on it. Very streamlined appearance. This is a...
Can you just look a little bit smaller?
Me? Okay. It's getting late. This is an oval 3-stone ring with pear shapes on the side. Let's try this one on. Just to show you something about these rings, I'm going to try it out. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they do fit flush with a wedding band, which is a nice touch. Or they get pretty close. So look at that. Most 3-stone rings you see out there do not do that, so that should never hold you back, because we can always make it so that there's a little space there for the wedding band to slide right underneath if you want to wear it in the front or the back. Totally up to your options. So let's just get both of them on the table. So remember, cushion 5 carat, oval 3 carat, pear shaped sides and trapezoid sides. Very nice handmade platinum settings for both. Move on to the halo designs, you know, the seamless, delicate ones. These are actually what we're very well known for. These are both 2 carat center stones. Model numbers are underneath there, you can see them. Very similar designs, and you'll notice again, oval does look larger, but the cushion does fill out more width-wise on the finger. Both have delicate bands, cathedral style, handmade platinum settings. The only thing that separates them is the side profile view. You'll see the oval one on my left hand has a more decorated gallery. Now, right away this ring will not sit flush with a wedding band, but sometimes when you have so much beautiful detail like that, it's not something you do want to cover up. So if there is a space, you can wear the wedding band on the other hand. The cushion cut on the other hand is made to fit a flush band. The stems come to a single point. The gallery doesn't stick out. So really very similar styles. The center stone here is an F color, the one here is an H, and both are very high in clarity, so let's just try them on the hand. And we'll try to do it slowly so everybody can see the beauty behind each ring and the subtle differences between the shapes. So this is an oval, 2 carat, measures around 10.2 by 7.2 millimeters, which is a really nice spread for a 2 carat. And the cushion is elongated, 2 carat, it's 8 by 7 millimeters. So you'll see no matter how large of a cushion spread you can get, it'll never come close to what an oval diamond would be of the same weight. But you'll see, I mean, the sparkle from the cushion is just a little bit more. That could be the appeal to it, and maybe people like the shape. It's a little bit more subtle than the oval. Okay, so next let's do, can we go? Next we have 2 smaller stones. We don't want to always talk about 2 and 3 carats because even if you do it with a 1 carat, 1.2 carat, under a carat, the rings will remain the same. Again, these are the same, now it's actually the same exact styles, just different shaped center stones. Cushion cut 1.3 carat and a 1 carat oval. And very simple underneath. 4 stem with diamonds going up. Very simple design, and of course the double edge halo with diamonds along the perimeter to give you a fully 3D look. Let's try these on at the same time because this could be a decision for people. They get caught up between which shape they like.
Sorry.
Just move that slowly, maybe in the center here, so we'll see. So the 1 carat oval, D color VS2 I believe, or F, it's up there, it's in the colorless range. The cushion is H color and VS1 1.29 carat. These kind of rings are going to be in that $7,000 to $10,000 range, plus or minus. Actually not minus, maybe a little plus. And this is an elongated cushion, so it actually kind of looks a little bit ovalish in that sense, but okay. Next, let's add some color to the mix here, because we do a lot of two-tone, we do a lot of single-tone rings that have different colors on them. So this is a all yellow gold ring halo, cushion cut under 1 carat, and I'm going to compare it to a two-tone oval 1.8 carat halo. Don't really look at the size, just look at the style of the ring. Do you like all one color? Do you like the two-tone? Do you like the oval? Do you like the cushion? There's so many possibilities when it comes to your engagement ring. That's why when you watch these videos you can really learn a lot and kind of narrow down some of your choices. This is the oval, SOR 16180, and here's the, you can focus on that ring for a little bit, it's a nice one. This kind of ring is going to be in that price range, and then conversely this is under a carat, so it's going to be right around there, all yellow gold. Most people actually do go for the two-tone look when they do see it in person, but sometimes when they don't have the chance to see it, they do go for all one color. But you do get the same effect because you will see the color of the metal in the band. Here you do see it a little bit in the halo, but really it's covered in diamonds, so it doesn't make that much of a difference, but the two-tone does add more contrast, so this looks like it's really just popping on the finger. That's another good comparison right there. So two-tone versus single-tone, oval versus cushion, halo, no halo, 3-stone, 1-stone, solitaire, A million different varieties. And last but not least, we always end the show with moistenites because we can never forget about them. We'll do two similar style rings. We didn't actually do any 3-row rings today, so we're going to end it today with that and throw in the moissanite on top. Both are 3-carat equivalent center stones. This is cushion cut model number 15974. Really nice detail ring, very popular. And then we have the rose gold resting on top, more of a floating look as opposed to the cathedral style before. I mean, the same differences that are in diamonds do not really apply as much to moistenites because they both have a lot of fire and sparkle, so it's almost even in that sense. And also the shapes are a little more similar because the ovals in moissanite are cut, in the Charles and Colvard moissanites that is, are cut very wide, so they can almost appear like an elongated cushion sometimes. And the cushion cuts are only cut square, so you don't have as many varieties there. It's a little bit of a simpler choice when it comes down to it. And because these are on the high end of our moissanite price range, probably in this range because the settings feature a lot of stones, a lot of setting work, probably over 60 or 70 stones on the band alone, each hand set. And I happen to like this design a little bit more. I think our customers do too. Is this one on her Catherine's left hand, which is SOR 15974. Has a really nice detail to it. Has the cathedral design, so it has a little more structure and feel to it. So really today was hopefully informative for everyone at home to kind of understand the details about each diamond shape. There's maybe a little bit more that goes into it, but should give you a broad overview and good enough sense that when you do come in to make an appointment here or you call in, you'll have a better idea of which shape you want to go. And then we went into the style of the rings. Remember, any ring that we show today could be custom made for any size or quality center stone. So if you see it with an oval and you wanted it with a cushion, we can make it. You wanted it in different color metal, you wanted two-tone, single tone, you want it with a solitaire, whatever it is, we can make it happen for you. So just inquire on www.laurenb.com, call us, visit our store, schedule an appointment, and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you.